Um, a tremendous vehicle that has all kinds of applications. The larger canoes that were built for the fur trade were based on the First Nations smaller canoes that they built, and then were enlarged. And the first large canoes were built by Louis Lemaitre, and that's why they're called Maitre canoes or Montreal canoes. Louis Lemaitre was a French-Canadian that had some mixed blood and started building the 25-foot North canoes, the 30-foot Batard canoes, and the 34-foot Montreal and 36-foot Montreal canoes. They were huge. They could carry tremendous loads of upwards of 8 tons in the 34-foot canoe. The canoes continually needed repaired, so the Voyageurs would carry along with them a roll of birch bark and a roll of rolls of watap and a big pot of pitch. So quite often they'd have to stop several times during the day and patch holes and whatnot in the canoes as they broke up. So as the fur trade developed, there developed canoe manufacturing plants, if you want to call it that, employing mostly native employees that had the knowledge and the capability of gathering the materials, which is the bark and the rib materials, whatever area they were in, and the watap. The women were the ones that did the stitching, as they were very meticulous, and as you can see with the way the root stitches are in this, this is what holds the canoe together. Subsequent to that, the introduction of the crooked knife, the steel knife, into the manufacturing process sped everything up, and they also later on developed the froe for splitting planks and whatnot. When Thompson crossed over into the Columbia Basin, he was unable to find any bark that was suitable for making the canoes that he needed to travel on the Columbia River. He didn't know it as that at that time. But what Thompson did is took cedar and he split planks out of it about 8 inches wide by about a ½ inch thick. And then he butted those planks together like this and laced them with spruce root and then filled all that seam. A lot of people think that he perhaps lapped the boards over and made more of a lap straight hull, but the consensus of opinion now is that that it was butted together and built somewhat similar to the making of the ribs and putting it in, but the planking was put on the exterior rather than the ribs being put in like in a birch bark canoe.